Good evening, everybody. It's Martha again with another little informational video. Today we're going to talk about color correcting palettes and concealers. So we'll start off with the color correcting palette. I have this one that is from Wet n Wild, and you see that it has 4 colors here. The white one is just really for a highlight or for a brightener, but the purple is for if you have any yellow pigmentation on your face, like maybe an old bruise or something, you would dab a little of the purple on and to help conceal that. The yellow would be working for something like a bruise, if you have a bruise on your face, or if you have under eye circles, dark circles, you would apply the yellow to those dark circles and blend it in really well. And the green is for red spots, pimples or blemishes, and you would apply the green and then blend it in really well. That is a color correcting palette, and like I said, this is Wet n Wild, but you can get all different kinds of brands. They are coming out with these, and this is like a cream, so it's really easy to apply. I have no problems with it blending in. I have very dark circles under my eyes, and it's hereditary, so there's really nothing that you can do to take them completely away, but I have found that using the yellow color on this color correcting palette does seem to help a little bit. Now, when you are applying color correctors or concealers, you want to do it after your foundation. A lot of people still apply their concealers before their foundation, but that foundation might just kind of spread those concealers around, and it kind of just defeats the purpose. So apply your foundation first and let it set, and then apply your color correcting palette and then your concealer. Now, if you don't use a color corrector, then you would go ahead, let your foundation set, and then apply your concealer. When you apply concealer, if you're applying it for under eye circles, I'm going to use this brush just to kind of demonstrate. You want to get not just up here where the circles are, but you want to get down below it, so you kind of bring that down into like an upside down triangle. That way you have the area around it being with the product on it, so when you blend it in, it will have just kind of be seamless. If you have a pimple, you don't want to dab it just on the pimple. You want to kind of go in the little area around it, again blend it in. That way it'll just blend right in and you won't have these spots showing. Now, there's 2 schools of thought when you are getting the color, the right shade of concealer. And the one I think makes more sense is to get a color or a shade a little bit darker than what your foundation would be. If you get something that's too light, it's actually going to highlight the area you're trying to cover, so that defeats the purpose. You don't want to go too dark either, then you might look like you've got brown spots all over. So you want to make sure you get the concealer that is just one shade darker than your foundation. And then if it seems like it may not be dark enough, you could go a little bit darker. If it's too dark, then you can go a little bit lighter. Always keep your receipts and make sure your stores will take back open products if you try something and it doesn't work out for you. But there's different kinds of concealers or different packaging. I'll go over just a few of the ones I like here. This is CoverGirl with Olay, and it's a depuffer and concealer. It comes in a squeezy tube, but it has a metal tip that you apply the product directly to the under eye circles. This is for under eye circles. And the tip being metal is supposed to help cool the area and reduce puffiness. I don't know if it reduces puffiness too much, but the cool tip really does feel nice on tired eyes. I also like the Maybelline Age Rewind. It's a twisty, and it has a large sponge tip. You just twist the bottom and the product comes out up here, and it makes it easy to apply right on. 2 of these here. One is the Rimmel Match Perfection, and then a Wet n Wild. The Wet n Wild is a highlighting and concealing pen. So this Both of these have a little tiny brush tip, and you just twist this one, or you squeeze the rimel and the little brush tip there, and that way the product comes out through that little brush tip. And it really is handy to have something like that, because it's easy to get into small areas, and also keep something like this handy when you're putting on the rest of your makeup. If you make a little bit of a mistake with the mascara or eyeliner, it does help to kind of cover that over if you can't get it to come off. I mean, I always keep a Q-tip or something nearby, then dab it in a little Vaseline or makeup remover, and then remove it like that. But something like these concealers with the little brush applicators are really good to kind of clean up a little bit of a makeup boo-boo if you happen to make any. And let's see here, the other one I have is by Nuance, and it's like a click, like a pen. It clicks, then the product comes up through the sponge tip applicator. I think, did I go over the one I have with Revlon? Revlon is just, it comes in a tube like that with the doe foot tip applicator. You can also get concealers that come in a tube that's kind of like a lipstick tube. Okay, everybody, I think that's everything I have to tell you about color correctors and concealers. But one thing I need to mention, I might have said this before, I don't know, it's been a long day, but when you apply your concealers and color correctors, you put your foundation on first. I think I said that. Your foundation, color corrector, and then concealer. Or if you're not using the color corrector, just your foundation and the concealer. And then you will set it with some powder, which we will talk about powders in another video. So I hope everybody enjoyed this little informational video. Please stay tuned for more and subscribe to my channel. God loves you. I do too. Have a blessed weekend. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.